Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Tapas and Lemonade. Today, we are embarking on a captivating journey to explore the beauty, diversity, and rich cultural heritage of the second-largest country in the world, Canada. From its stunning landscapes to the unique tapestry of Indigenous cultures, Canada has so much to offer. But before we begin this exciting journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss any of our future explorations. Also, check out the description with the links to my ebooks. Unlocking Cultural Intelligence, Journey to Global Unity, and Life is Beautiful, and So Am I. Canada's Natural Wonders. Canada is renowned for its breathtaking natural landscapes, and one cannot start talking about Canada without mentioning its iconic natural wonders. Let us explore the unparalleled beauty that has captivated the world. The majestic Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains, stretching from British Columbia to Alberta, form a spectacular natural barrier that has become synonymous with the rugged beauty of Western Canada. These majestic peaks offer not only breathtaking vistas, but also a playground for outdoor enthusiasts. From world-class hiking trails to pristine mountain lakes, the Rockies are a haven for those seeking adventure and tranquility. Banff and Jasper National Parks. Nestled within the heart of the Rockies, Banff and Jasper National Parks are UNESCO World Heritage Sites renowned for their unparalleled beauty. Glacial lakes like Lake Louise and Moraine Lake reflect stunning turquoise hues, surrounded by snow-capped peaks. Visitors can witness diverse wildlife, including grizzly bears, elk, and bighorn sheep, making these parks a haven for nature lovers. The enchanting Northern Lights. In the northern reaches of Canada, particularly in the Yukon and Northwest Territories, the Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, put on a mesmerizing display of colors. The ethereal dance of lights across the dark, star-studded sky is a celestial phenomenon that captivates both locals and visitors alike. This natural light show is a testament to Canada's northern mystique. Vast forests and wilderness. Canada is home to some of the world's largest and most pristine forests, covering vast expanses of the country. From the temperate rainforests of the Pacific Northwest to the boreal forests that stretch across the northern regions, these woodlands are not only a source of natural beauty but also crucial to the country's ecological balance. The Canadian wilderness offers a sanctuary for diverse flora and fauna, providing a glimpse into the country's untamed heart. Canada's iconic places form a mosaic of natural wonders. These landscapes not only showcase the country's geographical diversity but also represent the intrinsic connection between Canada and the breathtaking beauty of the great outdoors. Maple syrup and the Canadian identity, a sweet connection. Maple syrup, often referred to as liquid gold, is not just a delightful treat for the taste buds. It is deeply intertwined with the Canadian identity. The iconic maple leaf on the Canadian flag is a testament to the significance of this natural sweetener in Canadian culture. Let us explore how maple syrup has become more than just a condiment, but a symbol of Canada's heritage and a source of national pride. Cultural symbolism. The maple leaf, particularly the sugar maple leaf, holds profound cultural symbolism in Canada. Adopted as a symbol of the country, it represents unity, peace, and the abundance of natural resources. The connection between the maple leaf and maple syrup is not only visual but also deeply rooted in the collective consciousness of Canadians. Economic significance. Canada is the world's largest producer of maple syrup, with the province of Quebec being a major hub of production. The industry contributes significantly to the Canadian economy and provides employment opportunities in rural areas. The annual tapping of maple trees in spring has become a seasonal tradition, marking the awakening of nature and the start of the sugaring off-season. Culinary tradition. Maple syrup is a staple in Canadian cuisine, used in a variety of dishes from breakfast to desserts. From drizzling it over pancakes and waffles to using it as a glaze for meats, its versatility in the kitchen is boundless. The distinct flavor of maple syrup adds a touch of sweetness and complexity to a wide range of culinary creations. Maple syrup is more than a sweet topping. It's a cultural emblem, an economic contributor, and a culinary treasure that binds Canadians to their roots. Its symbolic connection to the maple leaf and its integral role in Canadian traditions make maple syrup a significant element of the Canadian identity. Politeness and Canadian manners. Canada is internationally renowned for the politeness and friendliness of its people. Politeness in Canadian culture goes beyond mere social etiquette. It is deeply ingrained in the national identity. The apologetic culture. One of the most distinctive aspects of Canadian politeness is the widespread use of apologies. Canadians are known for saying sorry in a variety of situations, whether it be a minor inconvenience, a misunderstanding, or even when someone else bumps into them. This cultural tendency to apologize is not an admission of fault, but rather a way of expressing empathy and diffusing tension. Cultural sensitivity and inclusivity. Politeness in Canada extends to a genuine respect for diversity and inclusivity. Canadians often go out of their way to avoid causing offense and are careful in their choice of words to ensure they are inclusive and considerate of others' feelings. This cultural sensitivity contributes to the welcoming and harmonious atmosphere that is characteristic of Canadian social interactions. Community and neighborliness. Politeness in Canada extends beyond individual interactions to a sense of community and neighborliness. Canadians often exhibit a willingness to help others, whether it's shoveling a neighbor's driveway in winter or participating in community events. This collective spirit of kindness contributes to a strong sense of social cohesion. Challenges. While Canadian politeness is generally celebrated, some critics argue that it can sometimes lead to a lack of directness or assertiveness. In certain situations, the avoidance of confrontation may be seen as a barrier to open communication. However, it's important to recognize that cultural norms vary, and what may be perceived as overly polite in one culture is a valued aspect of Canadian social interactions. Ice hockey. In the heart of Canadian culture beats the rhythmic pulse of ice hockey. More than just a sport, ice hockey is a national obsession, deeply ingrained in the Canadian identity. Historical roots. Ice hockey's history in Canada dates back to the 19th century, with roots in Indigenous games played on frozen ponds. Early settlers embraced and adapted these games, laying the foundation for the organized sport we recognize today. Passion and fandom. The passion for ice hockey in Canada is unrivaled. Fans don team jerseys, paint their faces, and fill arenas with thunderous cheers. The sport is not just watched, it's experienced with an intensity that reflects the collective pride Canadians feel for their teams. The annual pursuit of the Stanley Cup, the ultimate prize in professional ice hockey, captivates the nation. Development of legendary players. Canada has produced a legacy of legendary hockey players who have achieved international acclaim. Names like Wayne Gretzky, Bobby Orr, and Mario Lemieux are not just sports icons. They are cultural figures whose contributions to the game have elevated ice hockey to a national art form. International success. Canada's dominance in international ice hockey competitions further fuels the passion for the sport. Olympic gold medals and victories in tournaments like the IIHF World Championship contribute to a sense of national pride. Multiculturalism and inclusivity in Canada. Canada is widely recognized as a champion of multiculturalism and inclusivity, values that are deeply embedded in the country's social fabric. This commitment to embracing and celebrating diversity has become a defining feature of the Canadian identity. Official recognition of multiculturalism. In 1971, Canada became the first country in the world to adopt multiculturalism as an official policy. The federal government embraced the idea that diversity in all its forms, including ethnicity, language, and religion, should be celebrated and woven into the fabric of Canadian society. Diversity in immigration. Canada's immigration policies prioritize diversity, aiming to attract people from various cultural backgrounds. The point-based immigration system contributes to a diverse pool of immigrants. The emphasis on family reunification also allows for the integration of extended families, reinforcing multiculturalism. Most immigrants to Canada come from India, China, Philippines, Nigeria, Afghanistan, Latin America, and other Asian countries. Cultural festivals and celebrations. Throughout the year, Canada hosts a multitude of cultural festivals and celebrations that showcase the richness of its multicultural landscape. From Diwali and Lunar New Year to Caribbean Carnival and Indigenous powwows, these events provide opportunities for communities to share their cultural heritage with the broader population. Challenges and ongoing efforts. While Canada's commitment to multiculturalism is widely celebrated, challenges such as systemic racism, discrimination, and social inequities persist. Ongoing efforts focus on addressing these challenges through public discourse, policy initiatives, and community-driven projects that aim to create a more just and inclusive society. Canadian Indigenous peoples and their cultural heritage. The Indigenous peoples of Canada have a rich cultural heritage that spans thousands of years. Their deep connection to the land, distinct languages, traditional arts, spiritual practices, and resilient communities contribute significantly to the unique identity of Canada. First Nations. First Nations is a term used to describe the various Indigenous nations and tribes across Canada. There are over 600 recognized First Nations in Canada, each with its distinct cultural identity, languages, and traditions. Examples of First Nations include the Cree, Ojibwe, Haida, and Mohawk. Métis. The Métis are a distinct Indigenous people with a mixed ancestry of Indigenous and European heritage, primarily French. They have a unique cultural identity, including a distinct language, Michif, and a history rooted in the fur trade. The Métis played a significant role in the development of Western Canada. Inuit. The Inuit are Indigenous peoples who primarily inhabit the Arctic regions of Canada, including Nunavut, Northwest Territories, Yukon, Quebec, and Labrador. Traditionally, they are known for their resilience in harsh Arctic environments, and their culture is rich with traditions such as dog sledding, igloo building, and throat singing. These Indigenous peoples have deep connections to the land, and their histories extend long before the arrival of Europeans in North America. Efforts are ongoing to recognize and respect their rights, promote cultural preservation, and foster reconciliation for historical injustices. As we wrap up our journey through Canada, we've only scratched the surface of what this vast and diverse country has to offer. From its natural wonders to cultural richness, Canada stands as a testament to the beauty of unity in diversity. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Canada's landscapes, traditions, and the incredible stories of its people. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.